Are you looking for an economical security camera for your smart home? Do you want to control your Wyze Cam with your Wyze Band? Stay tuned and I'm going to show you just such a device. Welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter, your home for all things relating to smart home technology. In this episode, we're going to talk about implementing a Wyze security camera in your smart home. Hi, I'm Ron Nutter, and we're going to be working on this together. This content is also available as an Amazon flash briefing or podcast. Please go to techbiteswithronnutter.com for more information. For any items mentioned in this episode, there are affiliate links available. If you click on one of these links, I will get a small commission, but that won't affect the price you pay for the item. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please click on subscribe now and enable notifications. If this video helps you or provides value, please click on that like button, thumbs up. Here's what we're going to be doing. First, we're going to be getting involved with the unboxing and setup of the Wyze Cam, which is very straightforward. This is the beauty of all the Wyze devices, that you're going to have a very easy time to get them up and running. Then we'll talk about integrating this with the Wyze Band. I've already done a video on setting up the Wyze Band, so this gives you another practical application for more than just monitoring your heartbeat and maybe taking a quick snapshot at the weather. Then we'll talk about setting this up with Alexa so you can really leverage other devices that are in your smart home. So let's get started. As you are installing your latest smart home device, grab a copy of my smart home checklist. This will help you record information about each device as you set it up. This will prove helpful when you need to find out where to get the firmware updates from or support on that device. You will be subscribed to my email list in exchange for the checklist. I won't share, rent, or sell your information to anyone. Now we're ready for the rubber to hit the road. We're going to get to the unboxing and setup of the Wyze Cam. So let's go ahead and switch over to trusty demo cam here, and then we'll get started. Now, I've already taken a little bit of time here to save you, and we've got everything unpacked. It's a very compact little box. This all comes in. You'll want to unpack the power cable. Go ahead and put it into the wall wart that's here. It will go into the back of the security camera. This is something you'll want to see. If you do want it to record its own video, your micro SD card will go in there. And if for some reason the device quits responding or you change your SSID at home, then there's your reset button that you'll need to know about. The rest of this we'll just worry about as we go along. There's some other mounting hardware that comes with it. Let's get this party started. So we're going to switch over to the Samsung S9 that I've got. So we'll click on the plus sign to set up the camera. Now we're ready to get the Wyze Cam set up. So I'll tap on Wyze Cam. The little yellow light is there. If I can switch over, you can see it. It's kind of hard to see with it. Okay. And we'll tap here, and we're already hearing the ready to connect because I've already tapped the little setup button there in the bottom. We'll just tap it again just to make sure. Okay. So we've heard ready to connect. We will switch to the 2.4 gig range. Hold the camera here. QR code scanned. Okay. So that was what you couldn't see easily, is I just held the camera right above the smartphone, and we'll tap next. So this could take a minute, and I probably made a mistake here with my wireless. Okay, I didn't wait long enough. That's the problem. Okay, so setup completed. Now the phone should switch over, and we're going to say Office Cam because that's where it essentially is at this point. We'll tap on connect. There are 2 additional features you can get. I haven't used them at this point. We'll just click on continue because I'm just trying to go for a basic setup. The wireless that I'm on probably not helping us at this point. And I'll switch onto the same SSID as the camera just for this initial setup. Go to account and firmware upgrade, and let's see. Okay, now it does show it. So let's click on upgrade. This is another way to do it, where I walked into the main menu. Network is not stable. Really? It says upgrading, but I don't know why the network wouldn't be stable. This may be one of those times when you have to do a little bit of troubleshooting to figure out what the problem is, and it may something be as simple as, occasionally I need to restart the access point. Now we'll move on to doing the integration with the Wyze Band. Something you may want to think about, and I didn't initially catch this when I was trying to do the upgrade, since the camera is trying to stream in HD while this is going on, I would tap on the HD button that you see right there and move it down to probably standard definition. That's going to drop the amount of bandwidth that it's tying up. And video cameras, well, sorry, stream web cameras, whatever you call them, can take quite a bit of bandwidth. So let's go over here now and we'll go back to account, firmware upgrade. It says upgrading, but it obviously may be. Okay, now it says update. So it did finally take the update. It was just a matter of it had to get its little house in order. Now you've learned a troubleshooting tip that initially I didn't have planned to put in here, but well worth the process. So now we'll move on to integrating with the Wyze Band. Now, to get things started with the Wyze Band, we'll actually go into the Wyze Band in the app, because that's where we'll tap on the little what I call the star icon, shortcuts, create a shortcut, and we will say camera off actions, and this is going to be Office Cam. So you can see you can turn on motion detection, off detection, you can restart the camera. There's quite a bit you can do here, but for the most part, you may want to just say turn off the camera, because if you've got all the other features turned on with motion detection, that you may not really want to fool with that at certain times of the day if there's a lot of traffic going on. So we'll tap on save, and then we'll move camera off up here, and we'll back off those other two, just make it a little bit cleaner on the band here at this point. And we'll tap on creating another rule, camera on actions, and this is Office Cam, and we will turn on the camera. Save, and we'll move that one up, and then we'll want to make sure you tap the save button in the upper right hand corner. That will force an update out to the wristband, and then we'll switch back over here to our handy wristband, wake up the display. We will tap on shortcuts, and you see where it's got camera off and on. Let me turn off that light again, because that may just be a little hard to see. There we go. It's a little easier to see, and I've got a better studio camera coming in, so we can, well, you got to tap it quickly, or so we'll tap camera off, and it does give you a little vibration or haptic feedback, and then we can go turning it on, and then we can, once you turn it on, you will hear that, and then the camera will go back on. So that gives you an additional way to work with. And like I said, there are all sorts of options that if you're getting motion notification and it's a part of the day when there's a lot going on in the area and you really don't want to worry about it, this is one of the things you can do with the Wyze Band, is manually turn those on and off, so you don't necessarily have to go into the interface that we've got set up here. So the next step is we're going to get this integrated with Alexa. Now, integrating the Wyze Cam with Alexa, there's several ways you can do it. You pretty much, you're going to have to either go through the web interface on your computer or do it through a smartphone. I've tried several times getting the Wyze skill to set up using voice with Alexa, and it just had a set of procedural problems where it needed you to log in and authenticate. So that particular option doesn't work real well. Now, you can certainly disable the skill if you would need to, but we're going to switch over here. Like you can see, and I'm in the Alexa app. We'll tap on the more skills and games. Then we will search for Wyze, tap the little hourglass, yes, front door camera, and we'll enable the skill, and it should know the account. Click there. Now you've got to accept this is going to give Wyze permission to talk to Alexa, and Wyze is successfully linked. Now it's going to have to discover devices here, so we will make that happen, and we'll tell it to discover. And now it's just a matter of waiting for Alexa to have everything ready to go. And just have to be a little bit patient if you've not set a lot of devices up with Alexa. That it simply is going to take some time, and it will do it when it's bloody well and ready to. So it should be ready to go here momentarily, and looks like it is, just because I switched away from the camera. It says no new devices found. Don't let that be concerning, because I just checked the Wyze Cam and we've got that set up. We can try discovery again, and sometimes this, you may need to do this. Just could be something, somebody's using a lot of bandwidth on your network at home. Sometimes things, because this all is linked to the cloud, that you could have a challenge that way. By linking this with Alexa, what this will let you do is if you have a tablet that you've got Alexa on, such as an Amazon Fire tablet or one of the Android equivalents, this gives you the option of being able to see what's on that camera without having to go into your smartphone app. So this is why you will do it, and that's where one of the real advantages comes in. So especially, and we've already missed Amazon Prime Day by the time I'm doing this video, but as we get closer to Black Friday, you may be able to pick up a tablet at a good price. And this might even let you, it's going to take a little bit of experimenting, but you should even be able to get the output of this to show up if you got an Amazon Fire Cube. So let's see. Okay, so it says no new devices found again. All right, well, then what we can do is we can go to devices. We can say cameras, and there's Office Cam. So it did find it. It just didn't know that it found it. So what we can say here is, well, we'll try doing this from the smartphone. Alexa, show me Office Cam.
Sorry, cameras don't work on this device.
And that's
If you have
coming.
a Fire TV, please link your Echo Dot with your Fire TV in the Alexa app to start using your camera.
Okay, and that's how you'll have to link the two. So that's a little more set up in the process. But let's go through here and let's see if we can. Okay, we'll turn on Alexa. Alexa, show me the Office Cam. Oh, that's right, because I've got HDMI plugged in here. So we're going to have to switch off of this. And then what I should be able to do is, Alexa, show me Office Cam. Show me the Office Cam.
Sorry, cameras don't work on this device.
Okay, we've now found two devices. So obviously you're going to have Amazon Fire or your Amazon Fire Stick linked to Echo Dot so that it knows that it can show it. So lesson learned. So you see what's involved. It's very straightforward. We've also learned two lessons of what doesn't work. And I'm not faulting Wyze for this one, but this is something that's a feature of the Amazon Fire system that it can't route to the client. It would be nice if it would, but it didn't. But now you know two things that won't work. And that to me is just as important as knowing where it will work. Well, it wouldn't be right to end the video and not showing you a working situation. So now we're going to try it a different way. Alexa, show me front door.
Okay.
And there will be a brief delay, but as you can see, it doesn't take too long for something to start showing up. And when you're through, Alexa, end. So there's what it's going to work like when you've got everything up and running. This is running off of an Amazon Fire Cube hooked into my big screen, just so that you know the working situation that I showed you. So we've done quite a bit, showing you how to get it up and running. So now you go out and get this working for yourself. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see videos on the screen that are similar to the one that you've just watched or other content that YouTube thinks you might be interested in. If this video helps you or provides value, please click on that like button, thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please click on subscribe now and enable notifications. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.